these fights. How the winner wins.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, both wins would be, whoever wins these two fights, it's as good of a win as you can have in the sport. It's how you do it. It's the eye test. So it'll be very interesting to see what the pound-for-pound list looks like in 6 days. It'll be the biggest change that we have had to the pound-for-pound list if certain things happen, and they could happen based on the magnitude of these fights. As you can see, we are now less than a half an hour away from this much-anticipated fight. Well, we've been working overnight like it's New Year's Eve as well. Fulton, the unified champion, willing to go to Tokyo and take on the monster. It didn't have to marinate for long. They said, let's do it. They're doing it. It's happening in less than a half an hour. When we come back, it'll be behind the scenes in the lead-up to Fulton versus Inoue. Don't go anywhere. The mega fight is coming up.
What's going on, guys? Good morning. Fight's going to be starting the ring walks in about 45 minutes, give or take. Welcome. Let's go do some research here. Talk about the card. It's early, 7:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. July the 25th, 2023. So hold on, I'm doing some housekeeping here. So yeah, how you guys doing, man? I'm rooting for Stephen Fulton. My concern about Inoue is he's been running through everybody at 112, 115, 118, but will his power carry up to 122 pounds? Stephen Fulton, 21-0 with 8 KOs. WBC, WBO champion at 122 pounds. Naoya Inoue, 24-0, 21 KOs, 30 years old. Former undisputed at 118 pounds. Former champion at 115 WBO and former champion at 108. Excuse me, he wasn't champion at 112. He skipped 112. My bad. So, y'all know how I do. If you don't know how I do, then we're going to be doing brief highlights during the rounds, post-fight video, and of course we're going to be sprinkling in some Spence versus Crawford talk. Gotta get a haircut. Fucked up out here. So yeah, just saw Robeisy Ramirez beat some dude named Shimizu, defending his WBO title. I was at Robeisy Ramirez's debut here in Philly when he lost to what's the guy's name? Adam Anan. What's the guy's name again? Aiden Gonzalez. I was at this fight. This was supposed to be Carl Frampton versus I forgot who. Carl Frampton had a column fall on his hand in the hotel. Y'all remember that? But yeah, you know, one thing I've noticed since I've been kind of binge catching up on this fight is a lot of people been they've been trying to throw like the race card into this fight. Why's my chair all fucked up? They've been trying to throw like the race card into this fight, or call Inoue a cheater because of his hand wraps. But let's go back down memory lane here. And there's a beautiful shot of Japan. I wonder how much Stephen Fulton is making. This is a huge fight over there. Stephen Fulton has had fans over in Japan for many years. I remember being on media calls with him for previous fights, and he would have Japanese fans asking questions or media on these calls about Inoue and, you know, when he would fight him and how he would see that fight going. I actually thought that politics would get in the way of this fight because Inoue having stateside broadcasting rights with ESPN and Fulton being a PBC fighter. But no, you know, Fulton, he showed, just like Errol Spence, that he can be his own boss. You know, so here he is going over to Japan as the champion. That's where the money is. And fighting on another platform, ESPN. And ESPN, you know, and Showtime, they've been promoting him. So let's go look at down memory lane. Let's go check out the weigh-in for Inoue versus Fulton. They got a little program here. Wait, I'm going to go for the face-off. But if we're being honest, Inouye's never seen a technician like Stephen Fulton. And even though he is smaller, coming up from 108 pounds, Fulton's never seen a fighter like Inoue. Now, could this be the time or the division where Inouye's power doesn't follow him up? And when you look at one of the biggest wins of his career, it's against 2 times against Long in the Tooth, Nonito Donaire. In the first fight, though, in the World Boxing Super Series, which I covered, Donaire did break his face. You know, that's why he's got that evil eye. Hey, let's go look at some of the weigh-in here, the face-off of So yeah, let's go look at the resumes real quick. So Stephen Fulton, 21-0 with 8 KOs, not known as being a power puncher. My concern is, will he have enough to be able to keep Inoue off of him? Danny Roman, super high quality win, the best win of his career. Brandon Figueroa, a lot of people thought that he lost this fight, mostly because he let Brandon Figueroa outwork him. I think in a rematch, he'll be able to beat Brandon Figueroa, but nonetheless, still a lot of people think that Figueroa won this fight. And Angelo Leo, don't really rate him too highly because he didn't really have nothing on his resume coming into the fight. And Arnold Kaji, I forgot how to pronounce his name, but as you can see, he had 4 back-to-back undefeated fighters, and then he fought a season, you know, even though he's had some layoffs, Danny Roman. Now, when you look at Inoue, let's go all the way back. 24-0 with 21 KOs, 30 years old. Paul Butler just came to survive, and he didn't. He just made it to 11. That was dude just shouldn't have been in there. Donaire got his shit pushed in big time. We covered that fight. And frankly, Donaire at this point in time in his career during that fight, like, you know, it's hard for me to count that win. It's hard. And as you can see, these fights right here, do you know these people? Nope, they mean nothing. Jason Maloney, nice quality win. But in my opinion, the win over Jason Maloney is not a bigger win over than beating Danny Roman. Donaire, this was a solid fight. The finals of the World Boxing Super Series. Both fighters went to hell and back. Inoue got his face broken, orbital bone. Manny Rodriguez, solid fight, but didn't really, you know, I don't consider, listen, Fulton can beat Manny Rodriguez. Fulton can beat a Payano. Fulton can beat Jamie McDonald. This is if these guys fought at 122. Now, the thing is, in these divisions, Inoue was fighting the best that was available in his division. So people who are not in the know, they would say, oh, he was fighting a whole bunch of nobodies. But if you think about it, he was beating the best. One of the reasons why he's gotten to where he is because as pound for pound, because he was beating the whole. Let's listen to what Fulton had to say. He's got an interview here.
And I feel like that's a part of 2023 being a big year for sport of boxing.
Lamont stalks Fulton. There was that counter. Partial shot. Here's his straight left. Bang. Oh, my.
When you look at pound for pound, you think these guys need to be there. And that's why this fight stacks up, because all the great
people say stacking, but it's legal over there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to do your research.
It's a wonderful place to be for the sport. It's been proven in 3 weight classes that no matter what you do, no matter what you bring, Naoya Inoue has an answer. But he's never faced a fighter like Stephen Fulton, the man who has different tools that he hasn't been in the ring against.
まあ印象はまあ足を使って12ラウンドフルに使って ちゃんと自分のボクシングを徹底して勝ちに行く選手、なんですけどやっぱりその中でフィジカルもあるし12ラウンドしっかり動くスタミナもあるし、やっぱり強敵だなっていうイメージありますね。まあなんせやっぱこう足が長い選手っていうのはやっぱ懐もやっぱ深く構えることができるんで、まあ、そういった選手と自分はまだ対戦してきたことがないので、まあ、そこが長所と言ってもいいのかなとは思いますけどね。まあやっぱりその勝ちきれる強さっていうのは持ってると思うんで、まあ自分も。
What kind? Okay, all right. Octavio just asked some question. Octavio Dominguez says something being illegal makes it right. What? I'm going to chalk that up to it being early. What I'm saying is I'm not going to bitch and complain and waste my time bitching about the rules that are over in another country when in reality Fulton can do the same thing. But also the fight is happening and a member of Fulton's team is right there with Inoue while he's getting his gloves, his hands wrapped. Come on, man. What are you talking about? You're just wasting your time. It's like, you know, I understand people are concerned about different things, but what? It's not like an Antonio Margarito situation where Margarito was actually having a plaster block being placed into his gloves. Like, it's the rules. It's the rules, but maybe it's early. I get it. People are just saying, you know, distasteful to me, you know, shit. Because it's like, what? What does that even mean? Something being legal makes it right, question mark. Come on, man, get it together. It's too early for your crap. Angel Garcia.
Estimate him.
What's he doing
Champion.
here?
Right there, you coming right back, unified. And still, right there. Tokyo!
I know
Everything's
Fulton.
special about this fight. You have a guy moving up undisputed from a lower weight class, and you have a guy like myself who's the king of his weight class, unified, who's been here and knocked off 9 undefeated fighters. The styles just match up perfectly. And we both have a name. He has his country behind him, as well as his knockout power. You know, he's a technical fighter, I'm a technical fighter. He's a smart fighter, I'm a smart fighter. When you put those type of fighters together, it kind of shakes the divisions up.
Fulton is a fighter who can do a little bit of everything. I equate him to a Shane Mosley because Shane Mosley maybe wasn't an A+ fighter, but man, he was an A-, B+ fighter all the way across. And that's what I see with a fighter like Stephen Fulton. He is slick.
I believe in myself. My team, of course, they believe me. My trainer, he wouldn't have allowed me, or he would have had more insight on me not taking this fight if he didn't believe in me. I feel like my fighting style is very smart, intelligent fighting style. I fight to my mood, however I'm feeling. I appreciate putting myself through these things, because that's what takes a man to this next level, his next height. I love working hard. No one wants to lose, especially no one wants to lose their titles and the chance of, you know, staying a world champion. So that right there, I raised the bar for myself.
Naoya Inoue is challenging himself because he cleaned out the division. He became the first Asian undisputed champion in the 4-belt era in history. So what did he say? I'm gonna go up and test myself and try to become a 4-division champion, do something historic. And I don't wanna do it against just anybody because there's 2 unified champions. He chose the harder route, I believe, because Stephen Fulton possesses different challenges that he brings to the table because of his skill set. That's why it's impressive.
I know my abilities. I know how I've been through these battles before. You seen it figure off. I've been through tough fights.
I like to do things that others won't do. I don't really talk shit. I let my hands do talking.
Yeah, he trains up in Dini Garcia's gym up in the lower northeast of Philadelphia. He's been training up there for years. I didn't know how much of a role Angel Garcia, the father and trainer of Dani Garcia, has in his camp. I have Inoue, but that's dependent on if his power carries up. Now, Fulton, I'm rooting for Fulton because he's from Philly. He does have the skill set, a skill set that Inoue hasn't seen before, but he's going to have to do a lot of moving around and a lot of dancing for the 12 rounds that are going to be in there if he makes it 12 rounds. Now, Fulton only having 8 KOs, you know, does he have enough power to be able to keep Inoue off of him? He's going to have to hit him with some real sharp punches. But Inoue is, you know, a special fighter, you know, and he's fighting at home. You see what I'm saying? By the way, what are the judges? Let me see. Are there any Japanese judges? Did they mix them up? Let me see if we can find out who's judging these fights. The winner is expected to go on the fight Marlon Topalis if there's not a rematch clause. I'm trying to see if I can find the judges. Inoue wants to be undisputed by the end of the year. It's like, damn, okay. You know, you want to have 2 more fights? All right. When would the next one be? I'm trying to see if I can find the judges for this fight. By the way, we're going to be here streaming during Crawford Spence as well. All right, let's see here. Naoya, Fulton. Yeah, I'll let this audio play a little bit, this build up before I...
Whatever you have to do to really fight the best.
I'm coming to win. It's gonna be a great fight.
まあ最後ベルトを巻いてる姿を見せたいなと。
Okay, so there's no officials from Japan or USA assigned to this fight, according to Boxing Scene. So, let's see. You have Canada's Richard Boylian, Italy's Guido Cavalieri, Spain's Manuel Palomo. Okay. Cavalieri is the most experienced in championship matches among the 3 judges. Recent noteworthy fight, Sandor Martin 95-94 win over Teofimo Lopez. So he had Lopez winning. Sandor Martin beating Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people thought that Teo lost that fight. Palomo, Devin Haney 118-110 over George Kambosos. Okay. George Kambosos 2, by the way. Okay. And Canada's Boylian will work without a doubt the biggest fight of his 8-year career. We got to watch this guy. Okay. Okay. What do these guys have to say?
That's a good question. I think it's going to be Fulton's size.
Interesting.
Physicality.
Yep.
You know, no one's been able to rough up Inoue in the inside. You know, you don't necessarily have to be the bigger. You can be the bigger man and not be the bigger puncher. Put it that way, because when they get close, you can tie them up. You're the physically bigger, stronger guy, and you can bag them up and you can wear them out that way. It don't necessarily have to do with punching. It's all about strategy.
I think that's the way to go because, as I said, even though this fight's at 122 pounds, I can see Fulton competing at 135 like he's a big dude. I'm talking about a max division of 135. Definitely can see him. Well, he was already talking about moving up to 126, but he can definitely compete at 130, 135, maybe the max for him, but he's definitely the bigger fighter, whereas in Naoya, he's in the danger zone right now. 122 may be too big for him, but depending on how he looks tonight, he may be able to touch waters at 126 pounds. And I believe in the past, he's talked about fighting at 130 pounds at the highest. You know, but will Inoue allow him to lean on him? You know, expect for Inoue to play the pressure fighter. And one thing they've said about Fulton in the lead up to this fight is in his recent fights, he's taken an abnormal amount of body shots, like more body shots that he's taken than average fighters in his weight class. And Inoue being known to be a vicious body power puncher if his punches carry up. The main event is going to be starting soon. About 20 minutes or so is going to be their ring walks.
Boy, step Stephen.
Yeah, 20 minutes or so is going to be their ring walks. Let's do a little poll in the chat. See what you guys think here. Let's do a little poll. They're doing commercials and shit. Where's my poll at? Where's my poll? We're going to do a little poll in the chat, see who wins. Let's see here. Engage with your audience. There you go. Start a poll. They only give you 4 options, so we're not going to go with draw. So we're going to go Fulton, KO. Oh, wait. Who wins? We're going to be here for Spence Crawford streaming, by the way. The press conference is going to be at 4 p.m. on Thursday. Friday, this is Eastern time, 6 p.m. on Friday, the weigh-in. The post-fight press conference starts at about midnight, and we're going to be here streaming during the main event from about 10 p.m. onwards. I got Terrence Crawford, not too confidently, but, you know, I'm more concerned about Errol Spence's issues outside of the ring is why I'm really basically picking Crawford to beat him. I'm making a poll for Fulton and Naoya. And Naoya KO. All right. There's a poll in the chat. We'll be reading out those results. All right. Awesome fight. Thanks for the coverage. Heading to work. All right, Jorge. What up, Muhammad? What up, Khalil? What up, Maul? Boxing Therapy. Andrew. For Quad. And Inoue going for greatness. He could have easily fought Chocolatito for a bigger payday. Was that fight on the table? Was that fight on the table for him at one point in time? I don't remember. I don't remember ever reading about that, to be honest. Let's go look at some behind-the-scenes content for Inoue versus Fulton. Let me see if we got some juicy content. But they're on commercial break right now. By the way, George Kambosos is food. Dude is straight food.
We're here getting ready for the final press conference of the Fulton-Inoue press conference. You know, one of the biggest fights in boxing right now. Fulton coming to the Monsters yard to defend his belts. Respect to a great champion who's doing that and coming to Inoue's turf.
Right and left, and that is it. History is made in Tokyo, Japan.
In the co-feature, we have Robeisy Ramirez defending his title for the first time and ready to put on a great show for all the Japanese fans.
You haven't seen him yet in person. What kind of impression do you have for him now?
None.
La verdad me siento bien. Como dije, es la primera vez que nos vamos a ver cara a cara, pero eso no va a cambiar nada. Ya está el trabajo hecho, la estrategia, todo. Así que simplemente sentarme ahí, mirarle a los ojos y contestar la pregunta de la prensa que quiera preguntar algo.
What can fans expect, though?
Great fight. A great fight. Intelligent, smart fight.
By the way, Robeisy Ramirez beat up the guy he was fighting. I think he stopped him in what? Let me go check out the record real quick. He stopped him, or he stopped him in, what round was that? I got a split on my screen. This dude, Satoshi Shimizu, he beat him up. Stopped him in 5. Robeisy Ramirez looking a lot better. Looking a lot better. By the way, look at this arena. That thing is sold out. And you know the Japanese, they be quiet. It's going to be quiet as... They don't be like cheering or jumping up and down or nothing.
Even better. When you talk to Inoue about Stephen Fulton, he has great respect for Cool Boy Steph, for Scooter Fulton. He has said, I don't think that I have ever faced an opponent like Fulton, but of course he can say the same about me. He has great respect for his legs, his boxing ability, his overall resume to build up to this point to be a unified champion. What do you think Fulton makes of Inoue?
I think that Fulton respects him. I think that Fulton sees something because this fight was made that easy. You know, you have to understand.
Thanks for the super chat, Jorge. I'm going to read it out in a minute.
Fights like this. And fighters tend to don't want to take these type of fights unless they know they can win. Fulton thinks that he can win this fight. He sees something that he's watched on film, but again, that's on film. Once he gets in there, it can be a different story. I wonder if this is going to be Fulton's Rocky moment. Is he going to have his Rocky moment?
Do you read into anything, either one of you, when he says, I have that dog in me, that you sense that?
He does have it in him. You know, he's Philadelphia bound. You got to understand that. But will he have his Rocky moment? You know, will he, remember when Rocky traveled over to Moscow to face, drop?
So it said that this is according to head of PR over Top Rank. It is in Japan because Fulton is getting one of the highest purses ever guaranteed to a sub-featherweight fighter ever. And Inoue is a massive mainstream star in Japan. Money talks, and the bag was in Japan. Yeah, you have a lot of, and I guess you can say it's a casual statement or question if you ask why is the fight happening in Japan, right? Because for those who know, hardcore boxing fans, the big money for Fulton versus Inoue was in Japan, despite the fact that Fulton is the champion with the 2 belts. Fulton is making a lot of money. I won't be surprised if he's making $5 million plus. We don't know, but he's making a lot of money going over to Japan, because you have a lot of casual fans. For example, somebody posted this shit. Let me show you this shit. This is the type of ignorant shit that pisses me off. And especially when you bring race into it when you don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this shit right here. Like, that shit burns me up when you bring race in and you don't even know what you're talking about. So it says Inoue never fought a black fighter and wasn't pursuing the fight. So Fulton stepped up and pressed to get the fight made. He told them he'd go to Japan and get it done, knowing Inoue wasn't trying to fight him. That's why it's in Japan. Like, just ignorant shit. And you know what the crazy part is? I know a lot of people, a lot of fans, you're not getting up early in the morning to watch these Inoue fights. You're just not doing it. You're just not doing it. The fight is happening because Fulton told Al Heyman that the fight he wanted. Al Heyman blessed him. Oh, now you just, who's this guy? Now you just copping out now. People just be saying any old thing. Like Fulton, like if this fight would have happened in the States, Fulton wouldn't be making nowhere near. And the TV, nah, I'm sorry. This fight had to happen in Japan. It had to. And shout out to Fulton for, yes, not letting his team be like, nah, champ, let's go this route. Even for Al Heyman and PBC, if Fulton wins, this is a huge, like boost for them. So, it had to happen. But yeah, people just be saying any old shit. Look, shit like this. Look, black fighter always made the B side when they are the champion. Inoue is not the A side in the fight with Fulton. Inoue should have been made to come to America to fight. Look at this dumb shit. Let me retweet this shit. Burns me up. But anyway, it says ring walks are going to be in less than 20 minutes. Let's hear what they're talking about again.
From Stephen Fulton tonight. Of course, Fulton has experience of winning titles against previously undefeated world champions. He's done that before. He's done that impressively. You just saw the list of experience in world title fights. Inoue 17-0 in world title fights, world championship fights, all that experience for a guy who's only 24-0. We told you a slight delay in Tokyo for the ring walks, as you see the crowd patiently waiting at the sold-out arena, and there is Naoya Inoue.
All right, let's go read the poll. Let's see what you guys have, or who you have winning. All right, so the poll says only 37 of you voted. Come on, man. By the way, we've been streaming and working off of this channel. This channel just got monetized about a week or so ago. My main channel was suspended until, guess what, July the 29th. It won't be back monetized until July the 30th. So the powers that me that wanted to teach me a lesson did me good. So I haven't made any money off of YouTube until about, well, this channel started making money a week ago. So I'm going to be streaming on this channel going forward, and my post-fight content starting next week will be uploaded onto the main channel. So we're going to be using both of these channels. And frankly, when you're a YouTuber and have a somewhat big YouTube channel, 100,000, even if you have a channel that has 20,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 5, you should always have a secondary channel. You know, so now I have a secondary channel in case shit hits the fan, which I don't never expect it to again. I learned my lesson on the main channel. And yeah, actually, I miss Andre Ward. Andre Ward's contract was up with ESPN. What was it, about 2 fights ago? What fight was that? It was about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? And Max Kellerman got the boot. It's like, damn, Max, he been with ESPN forever. I remember watching him. I remember watching, what was Max Kellerman's show? The one that came on after Partner Interruption. I'm sorry, I forgot. What was it called again? It would come on, what was it, before or after Partner Interruption? Where it was the panel. Well, anyway, I was watching that since before college. Like, damn, Max, I wonder where he's going now, though. Maybe he should go back to boxing. Here's the WBO president, Paco Valacerial. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Look, arena quiet and shit. I bet they all sober, too. But shout out for this fight happening, man, and getting made. For real, for real. But yeah, Max Kellerman is no longer the referee. Let's listen in.
That was pretty interesting. When it comes to gamesmanship, I don't know if this will factor into the fight at all. But, you know, you got to give Fulton's crew some credit.
I want to know one thing. What gloves is Inoue wearing? Is he wearing Reyes gloves? Is he wearing, you know, those Everlast gloves? What gloves is he wearing? Because if he's wearing those Reyes gloves, the puncher's gloves, lethal. I'm talking about lethal.
Around the horn. There you go. There you go. Like, Max been around for a long time. Max was on First Take. He's not on First Take no more. He's got the boot. I know about First Take. I'm talking about after he left HBO, that's when he got his big promotion over on ESPN, and he became the co-host to he was on Friday Night Fights, but then he became like First Take. You know, so it was it was Around the Horn, and then it was First Take after that. That was like a promotion. But yeah, Max got the boot. I wonder where he's going. Maybe he should go back to boxing full time. And Max on Boxing, they had some good episodes, some good quality content that came out of them. Well, Buddha not renewed the contract. That's kind of like, you know, it's like you ain't coming back, you know? Buddha or not, like, but yes, well, whatever it is, Max Kellerman is no longer with ESPN. How about that? A lot of money. A lot of money. So while they're doing the promo build up to the fight, let's go look at the division. Tapales will likely be next. Not really high on him, to be honest. Not high on him at all. You know, I don't, you know, and also he's with Sean Gibbons. Sean Gibbons been on my shit list, man. He bullshits around with his fighters. You know, I won't be surprised if he tries to if Inoue wins, I will not be surprised if he tries to make it hard for Inoue to get the fight. But if Fulton wins, then, you know, we can expect for it to be Fulton, because right now, Tapales is somewhat aligned with PBC, somewhat. But a lot of times, you know, even with Isaac Cruz, it's like, you know, he's fighting this weekend. As Frank Martin said, Isaac Cruz been doing like the bare minimum to get that Tank Davis rematch. I hope he don't get it. Like, I'm kind of sick and tired of him. Like, I don't see Isaac Cruz as being some boogeyman. You know, especially the level of competition. But yeah, he has the IBF and the WBA. So it's expected for the winner to try to go after Tapales. But yeah, do you see anything on his resume outside of Marjan Akhmadaliev, who was coming off a big hand injury, by the way? But do you see anything that really like sticks out? You know, about Tapales? Not me. Not me. So I would pick Fulton and Inoue to beat him. Not me. All right, let's go back to this poll. Hopefully you guys voted. All right. So 47% have Inoue by KO. 30% have Fulton by decision. And it's a tie for 12% for Fulton by KO and Inoue by decision. Yeah, we don't know what gloves they got on, but guess what? It's ring walk time.
We're in Vegas. But what a treat for the fans to have these two massive fights
They're about to start
on the same week. Little breakfast and boxing from Tokyo.
All right, let me get on my scorecards. So let me tell you how we do. Obviously, I can't show you the fight. That's illegal. So you're probably going to have a bunch of people coming in here. Oh, man, just show the fight. What does it matter? You can't do that. It's illegal. I'm not getting my channel shut down. But we can do brief highlights, especially if they're on Twitter in the public forum. So we're going to be checking in throughout the fight. Let me get my got my scorecard book here. You're going to see me streaming again a lot this week. We're going to be here at 4 p.m. Eastern on Thursday for the final press conference for Spence versus Crawford. Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be here for the weigh-in and a post-weigh-in show. Saturday, we're going to be here for a pre-fight show. And then Saturday night, we're going to be here streaming just after the co-feature or the chief support ends. Then, after the fight, we're going to be streaming during the post-fight press conference. So, very busy week. Are they getting ready? Hey, I was gonna get somebody fucking copyrighted. They're about to walk to the ring now. They're about to walk to the ring now. Watch Inouye's entrance. I'm gonna watch it, not you guys. They go to man, the monster. You can see the, I mean, he's got his stuff on, but you can see in his face the weight. Sounds like I'm about to go on some aquatic adventure. That's straight anime adventure music. All right. By the way, take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to be busy as shit on this channel. I'm going to be doing video game streams and all that. This is basically, it's called TstreeT Uncut because I can do whatever I want, pretty much. And people can't bitch and complain to me. Why don't you upload this on this channel? Like, you know. I'm going to have me a nice big-ass breakfast, too, after this done. I've learned how to make Dutch German pancakes. You put them into a skillet, and then they turn into like a puff, kind of like a Yorkshire pudding type puff. You know, delicious. You know, and I got these this protein pancake mix. I'm back in the gym again. Not sponsored to you by Snack. So yeah, very productive day. Get all shaved up for Spence Crawford. Come back here and get me a nice new Fight View 360 hoodie. It's gonna be busy, man. And Naoya should come out second. I meant first. And Fulton should come out second because Fulton is the champion. Even though Naoya is the A side, obviously. You know, he's the money, but Fulton is the champion. The least he can do is come out second if he's fighting in his country. By the way, the Japanese, they've been wearing face masks way before it was fashionable. I'm rooting for Steph. I got to be honest. I'm rooting for Steph. I'm rooting for him. If he does this, you know how that's going to shoot him up the pound for pound rankings? He's got to be pound for pound. I like America. Oh, they got America. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I love is that they walked exactly at 8 a.m., like a little bit before. I love when they tell you what a ring walk time is and they actually stay to it and keep to it.
Eyes for the playing.
We're going to listen to the national anthem. You can see it in his face here a little bit bigger. Hold on, we're patriots around here. Nothing happened to Fight View 360. What are you talking about? Shh. Hell's wrong with you? America. 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 That scares me. You know what, though? I don't trust the Japanese. That'd be the type of shit that'd get me copywritten. It'd be like, you can play the American one, but if we hear the Japanese one, we'll copyright your ass. I don't trust them. You know what they say about back in the day? Japanese wasn't no joke. That's why they call them, no, I ain't gonna say it. I don't want to get canceled. Japanese ain't no joke. For real, for real. They don't fuck around. They don't fuck around, so I'm just going to mute that just to be on the safe side. Don't want to deal with any sneaky Japanese tactics. I'm not calling them sneaky. I'm just saying. You know? All right, we back. All right, round number 1. Pull out your scorecards. All right, so I might be a little silent, but I am going to be commentating during the fight. And scoring the rounds. This man pulled out a ninja scroll. Look at that scroll. What size paper is that?
WBC、WBO 世界スーパーバンタム級タイトルマッチと認定いたします。2023年7月25日、バンダイランホールディング日本ボクシングコミッションコミッショナー萩原実。
I haven't really got a chance to see the fighters like up close, like hydrated, and seeing like who's gonna look bigger. Fulton don't look no damn scared. Y'all just be saying anything. That man don't look scared.
Out of the evening, brought to you by Ohashi Promotion in association with Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions. This bout is sanctioned by the WBO, the president and supervisor,
I had a rat tail when I was a kid.
Valcarcel, the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman, supervisor Dwayne Ford, along with the Japan Boxing Commission. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from ringside, from Canada, Richard Bluet, from Italy, Guido Cavaletti, and from Spain, Manuel Oliver Palomo.
There are the judges.
Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, the referee in charge of the action from Panama, Hector Afu.
Hector Afu.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening, a battle of undefeated stars of boxing, 12 rounds scheduled for the unified WBC and WBO Super Bantamweight Championship of the World.
My bad, we're
and
doing a little
now,
pop.
ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for. Live from Tokyo, Japan, it's go time!
Oh, he ain't say it's showtime. He said it's go time. I see you, Jimmy. Classy, classy. I'm going to watch this over here. I'm switching my screens around. There we go. No, that doesn't work.
He weighed in right at the super bantamweight limit of 122 pounds or 55.3 kilograms. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with an outstanding record of 21 wins.
All right, final predictions. We're going to do it this way. 1 in the chat for Stephen Fulton, 2 in the chat for Inoue. Just type 1 or 2. 1 is Fulton, 2 is Inoue. I'm rooting. I gotta see how 2 rounds are gonna go. I'm rooting for Fulton, but Inoue has a better chance to stop Fulton than I think Fulton has a better chance to stop Inoue. So what does it boil down to? Who can win over 12 rounds? Fulton can box, but he's also slowed down halfway through fights, and he's also flirted with going up to 126 because of weight. So we're gonna have to see, man. We're gonna have to see. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would love for it to be over early so I can go, you know, get some shit done, make some breakfast. One with no confidence. Damn. Well, at least you're honest, Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting, undefeated former WBC light flyweight world champion, the former WBO junior bantamweight world champion, and the former undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, introducing Naoya, the Monster Inoue.
I'm not sure, you know. One thing for sure is if he gets a stoppage, I'm scared that people are going to be like, well, you know, of course he got to stop. Okay, here's a good shot of them up close. Fulton is so much bigger. Fulton is so much bigger. Height-wise, body-wise. I would love to know what the rehydration is. But round number one.
Stephen Fulton said of hearing those who doubt that they don't believe in me. Well, let's make them believers, he said. The task is in front
Fulton is so much bigger.
defend his titles on Inoue's turf. Round number one.
Fighters in the middle of the ring.
Inoue could come out fast here and test Fulton off the 13-month layoff.
Absolutely.
Already there's some stepping on the foot going on.
Hasn't yet decided to attack, and what he's doing is he's just taking a look at him. But trust me, I assure you, once he
Jab to the body by Inoue. First round is always a filling out round, of course. Nice solid jab from Fulton.
See, right away, you can feel the intelligence of the fighter. Just with his movements. Inoue feels that from Fulton. That he's smart. That's the reason why he's not just rushing in there. He doesn't want to walk.
They're not nice jab to the body from Fulton.
Sharpshooter. Great counter puncher.
Inoue is very calm in there. It's only round number one, so there's only but so much to expect. Lunging with a jab to the body from Inoue. Nice right hand from Inoue, but blocked by the guard of Fulton. Both trade jabs, stiff jabs. Nice overhand right. Fulton, Inoue starting to step it up a little bit. 90 seconds left in round number one. Big stiff jab from Inoue on the Fulton.
You know, we talked all night about Fulton's jab, but what about Inoue's jab?
You know how round one is. Not really too much to see.
It's quick, it's accurate.
But Fulton is winning. I mean, Inoue is winning this round so far.
Level change.
Another jab. So the jab of this round is dominating. Not dominating, but is the reason why Inoue is winning this round.
Taking advantage of that movement. You know, Fulton thought he was clear.
Another jab.
And Inoue chased him down.
Inouye's playing the pressure fighter. Now he's starting to throw bombs that Fulton he is evading. But Inoue is getting a little closer, and it's the jab. Reflexes of Inoue look faster as well. 10 seconds left in the round. Nothing really too much of note, but this is an Inoue round. Round number one, Inoue. Biggest punches were the jab. He's firing the right hand, but they're being barely missed or blocked by the guard of Fulton. Fulton's still trying to find his footing, and then during the last half of the round, he seemed to get a little bit off balance and started fighting off the back foot.
Both guys, both fighters exchanging jabs right there. Inoue getting the best of it.
Fighting a little scared right there.
That's what I was talking about. Fulton was moving, trying to get out of range, out of position.
But if I'm being honest, that first round is only round number one. If Fulton was to win, it's going to be late and by a decision. I don't see him knocking out Inoue. So, you know, I'm not going to be too much on him for the round number one. Round number 2 starting. Make sure you take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to be here for Spence versus Crawford as well. 3 of 22 for Fulton, 11 of 28 for Inoue in round number 1. Overhand right by Inoue. Another one. Fulton just took about 3 of 5 punches from Inoue. Inouye's now playing the pressure fighter, trying to go for the knockout already in round number 1. Only 30 seconds in, but Naoya has picked up the pace already in round number 1 and got Fulton on a big bike, a nice shiny bike. He is moving a lot. He threw the jab out the window, and now he's just going for overhand rights, trying to knock him out. There's the jab and combinations.
So a lot of those shots are blocked, but you can tell the effect of those punches. You see Fulton, even though he's a bigger guy, when he gets hit, he gets somewhat knocked off balance.
It's looking like Inoue is trying to toy with Fulton. Look like he's toying with him. He is toying with him. Just hit him with a 3-punch combination. He has his hands down. He's not defending his face at all, meaning Inoue. And he's standing right there in front of Fulton using head movement. Look, he's playing with him, yo. Fulton does look shaky out there. Referee just warned Fulton about stepping on Inouye's foot.
Speed of Inoue that's giving him fits.
Like a viper, that striking ability. Very, very twitchy fighter is Inoue.
I'm not 1 minute left in round number 2. I'm losing confidence in Fulton. Big overhand right by Inoue. Oh, another overhand right. Buckled Fulton a little bit on the ropes. Jab from Inoue. Fulton hasn't done anything this round at all.
Yet to find consistent offense against the monster.
No, but I like his composure.
20 seconds left in round number 2.
Using defense, movement to get out of range.
I don't know if Fulton's going to be able to keep up with this. Because those overhand rights of Inoue, it's only round 2, are getting closer and closer. End of round number 2. Inoue round 2-0. He was a lot more aggressive in round number 2.
Interesting that Fulton has the reach advantage, but the shorter man with the shorter reach is
Jabbing the shit out of him.
Inoue. It's the first quick step, that first step.
Shot of the arena. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm losing. Philadelphia's losing some faith here. Still rooting for him. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe. 26-6 connect advantage. Fulton's only landed 6 punches. In fact, I only seen him land 1 punch in round number 2. It's not looking good. Look at the jabs by round. 8-2. It's looking like Fulton's starting to get gun shy. I do admit. Another jab to the body, jab up top. Just 10 seconds, barely 10 seconds in round number 3. Another stiff jab from Inoue. What up, Frank? Another jab. He's jabbing his ears off, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the biggest punch of the fight just landed by Inoue, overhand right. Fulton's playing the pressure fighter now, walking forward, but I don't know if that's going to get him caught by something. I do like that he's trying to do something this round, though, and not trying to just sit back and get countered or jabbed. Nice jab by Fulton. Nice jab by Inoue to the body. That's been the #1 jab for Inoue, the one to the body. Just did it again. Jab up top, jab down bottom, then a right up top. I don't know, man. Fulton's got to show me something. It's still early, halfway through round number 3, but I like that he's playing the pressure fighter, trying to come forward. And the crazy thing is, Inoue hasn't even been throwing anything to the body outside of the jab. He's jabbing the shit out of Fulton. Another jab to the body. He can't miss with the jab to the body. He's not missing with no jabs. Okay, finally, a right to the body, straight to the body from Inoue. Jab up top. Hey, listen. He is getting lit up with these jabs. 50 seconds left in round number 3. I'm talking about the dominating punch of the fight for Inoue is the jab, whether it's up top or downstairs. Another jab to the body. Here, let's turn it up a little bit.
Tough to replicate.
Another jab to the body along with a right hand.
What Inoue and his unique physical gifts.
Another jab to the body along with a right hand. 15 seconds left in round number 3.
Rare combination. Elite speed, technique.
That was like a jab turnaround hook.
Finishing power.
That Inoue just threw.
Uppercut,
Last 10
right
seconds of round number 3.
Close out round number 3.
3-0 for Inoue. 3-0. Fulton now, nose is leaking. That same jab just keeps landing. The same one. Look, jab, and then he comes up. Come on, Fulton, got to turn it up. Not looking good. I think Fulton's got to find a way to start going to the body. Or start trying to see how Inoue handles fighting on the inside. Start tying him up. Big overhand right by Inoue. Looks like Inoue is going for a knockout now. Inoue is throwing power shots. I think Fulton can go the distance because this is a new division. New division for him in Inoue, so it has his power carried up to 122. Another jab. 2 minutes left in round number 4. Okay, nice right hand by Fulton. Inoue is starting to let his hands go more. Just in this 1 minute alone of round number 4, he's a lot more aggressive than he's been in the last previous rounds. His pace is picking up. The jab to the body of Inoue can't miss, though. Hitting with 3 straight. The judges are not Japanese. Oh. Fulton just got hit with a nice little 2-piece combination that had him slow down a little bit. I'm concerned about Fulton's legs. They starting to look a little shaky. Y'all looking? I think those jabs to the body starting to get to him. He's starting to worry about him.
Fulton's getting outboxed. He's getting outboxed, and he's supposed to be the superior boxer.
We get so enamored with the power of Inoue and the results. He is a supremely intelligent boxer as well.
Fulton's starting to look really confused out there, and Inouye's starting to really walk him down.
It's not working for him at that distance. Fulton's going to have to make some changes. Going to have to make some adjustments. He's going to have to take the fight on the inside.
That comes with a certain risk to be more offensive-minded against the monster. As he does for a moment, does for a minute.
Fulton's not doing nothing. 15 minutes left in round number 4. Another Inoue round. But Inoue this round has gotten more aggressive. I would love to see the punch stats from this round compared to previous rounds because he threw more punches. 4-0 Inoue.
I got it 4 rounds to nothing for Inoue. You talk about someone being sharp. This guy's a razor. I've never seen Fulton this tentative, and I thought he almost had that round that Inoue just came on in the second half. But again, I've never seen him so tentative. And we talked going into this about Fulton's jab. What I'm seeing is an extraordinary jab from Inoue, starting with a shot to the body and then going upstairs. He's dominating this fight with that one punch. Everything comes off that.
4 rounds to none, says Mark Kriegel. Inoue. As for the jab, he has thrown 105 jabs already, has Inoue. Fulton, according to CompuBox, has thrown 112 total punches. Inoue, connect advantage through 4. 55 to 18. What's the change that needs to take place for Fulton, Timmy?
Got to change his rhythm. He's standing directly in front. Use your legs. He can draw in a way. I mean,
okay, nice jab
he tried to come forward, but he's not letting his hands go. He's afraid for what's going to come back. So now use your legs. Try something different.
Jab, right hook up top, then a left hook down to the body.
Lure in a way because now you're in range just to get hit with those power shots.
The last 2 rounds, he's getting a lot more comfortable.
Inoue behind that jab.
And he's throwing combinations
early on in round 5.
And change his rhythm up. I mean, when you have a fighter like Inoue just landing shots like that, you have to change your rhythm
now
up.
Landed.
You have to.
3 punch combinations in the first minute of round number 5. Okay, biggest punch from Fulton.
And that was off the subtle movement to his right.
Fulton just landed his biggest punch of the fight. These punches are moving Fulton. Fulton's having a better round. He's had his 2 biggest punches of the fight this round, but Inouye's still ahead, like in the round. Dude. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in round number 5. By the way, this is the best round Fulton has had since round number 2. Inouye's playing the pressure fighter. Fulton is still somewhat composed. .45 seconds left in round number 5. Nice overhand right from Inoue. Hopefully we get a replay because Fulton landed the 2 biggest punches for him of this fight in this round. 30 seconds left in round number 5, but now Inouye's taking the round. And he's not losing any pressure. He's not slowing down.
Outworked by Inoue in both punches thrown and punches landed. As Inoue gets him up against the ropes here in the closing moments, throws another combination.
That is another Inoue round. 5-0 for Inoue. Not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good. Well, I want to see if they show Fulton's punch. Biggest punch of the fight for Fulton right there. And he did that twice. Let's see if they show the other one. They didn't show the other one. He did that twice. It was a better round for Fulton, but still lost the round. He allowed Inoue to outwork him. We're already in round number 6. He got to start showing something. But we've never seen Fulton hurt or like significantly buzzed. So that's a plus for him, I guess.
Round 6, unified champion Stephen Fulton in an early hole.
19 of 59 punches for Inoue, 7 of 33 for Fulton. Wild activity for that round.
So come up to 122 pounds and say, I want the best guy in the division right away. And early on, he's so relaxed, but so fast.
Remember, Donaire almost took Inouye's head off a few times in that first fight. Even broke his face. He hit him so hard he had his whole body like twisting around and shit. Fulton's trying to be aggressive, but Inoue is just too skilled. Fulton just don't have enough tools in the shed. And you would have thought that maybe Fulton, or maybe he should start trying to bully Inoue, maybe try to get him on the inside, fight him that way, slow him down, put your weight on him. Another jab. 1 minute 45 seconds left in round number 6. Fulton still got some moxie though. He's trying. He's picked up the pace a little bit this round. Trying to not let Inoue outwork him. And also, what I noticed is Fulton's jab is being matched with Inouye's jab. If Fulton's jab barely make it and touch the nose, then Inouye's jab at the same time gets there. Another jab. As soon as Fulton comes in, nice overhand right by Inoue. 1 minute left in round number 6. Another overhand right by Inoue. Nice jab by Fulton. 45 seconds left in round number 6. 3-punch combination by Fulton, Inoue. Like he's just walking him down, constantly firing. Japanese fights always happen on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And Fridays. Nice overhand right. Fulton trying. 5 rounds left. 5 seconds left. And yes, 5 rounds left. All right, guys. 6-0. 6-0. 6-0.
And also allow you to set up things up top, particularly the right hand, sometime and occasionally the left hook. Boom, beautiful right hand downstairs. Like I told you guys, he usually uses the right hand first to put himself in that position to use that left hook down to the body.
Cool boy Steph ain't looking so cool. Cool boy Steph ain't looking so cool. Yeah, that was my concern, is if Fulton had the power to be able to keep Inoue off of him, and he doesn't. And he doesn't. Yeah, halfway through the fight. Halfway through the fight. 93 of 309 for Inoue punches landed. 33 of 180 for Inoue. He ain't going to win this fight like this. Look at those punch stats. And he is making Fulton look real easy right now. Fulton needs a punch or that can change the fight, or a momentum change. Nice right hand by Inoue. I wonder if Inoue is going to turn it up and just try to go out and throw everything at Fulton. Fulton don't seem like he's there yet to be like, all right, go out there and take it. He's ready to go. He's not there yet. Nice short left hook from Fulton. I mean, from Inoue on the Fulton. I do agree. Fulton, yeah, I was. Nice right hand by Fulton onto Inoue. Inoue has him in the corner. Oh, he got out of it. Fulton had to be the boxer, the mover, but Inouye's the better boxer. I've been admitted Inoue is special. Don't come in here with narratives and you don't watch my content. Don't come in here and learn how to spell his name. Don't come in here. I hate when people come in here and be like, oh, they see me because I'm a black guy that I don't watch fucking boxing. Just admit Inoue is special. You can't be talking to me because I've never seen you around here before. Just throwing out narratives. Nice right hand by Inoue. Nice left hook to the body by Inoue. Like, I hate when people mix me up with race shit. It's like, yo, I just cover boxing, man. I don't get involved in all that shit. Yeah, Inouye's going for the knockout. He's got Fulton on the ropes. .30 seconds left in round number 7. Fulton is officially starting to get busted up. He's taking a lot more punches this round and slowing down. Oh, motherfuckers bringing up Tim Zoo into the chat. All right, I've never responded to you. All right. Bringing up Tim Zoo in the chat. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 7-0 Inoue.
Yeah, Sonny Edwards, one of my favorites. Absolutely, Stephen Fulton.
I'm not a fan
You don't
of
have
Sonny
to have a
Edwards.
whole lot of power to be great in this sport. You know, Fulton's.
I'm not a fan of Sonny Edwards.
I don't think he had the punching power to hurt Inoue, but this is boxing. You never know. You know, but he's so technically sound and so.
Fulton is getting washed. Like, what adjustments can he make? Thanks, Move Will. What adjustments can Fulton make? I mean, he's stuck in that gear. I don't think he can make any adjustments unless you want to go out in the shield and go out there and get knocked out.
First time he hit double digits tonight in Japan. 13 of 38 in that last round.
But Fulton, to his credit, he is a defensively sound fighter. You know, we've seen that from him in the past. He's not known to get hit with a lot of punches up top. However, they talked about in the pre-fight is that he's taken a lot of body punches from previous opponents. He cannot stop this jab to the body. He just cannot stop it. Inoue slowed down this round. It's only 40 seconds into the round, but maybe he's taking a round off. Oh, big, he just dropped him. Huge right hand. Oh, my gosh. Steve Fulton, get up. Steve Fulton, get up. It was quick. It was the jab to the... Oh, no. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. His heart looks gone. He looks gone. He looks gone. Oh, Steve Fulton. Oh, this is it. Defend yourself. Take a knee.
The monster, a 4-division world champion, stamping in Tokyo. We sometimes overuse the word greatness in boxing. Not here, not now. That is greatness.
Greatness.
Naoya Inoue is doing things and doing them to great fighters. His run from 108 pounds to 115 to 118 and now this, that way, against an undefeated, unified, skilled champion. You are watching greatness in his absolute prime. Knockout victory.
All right. We're going to get you some highlights of that brutally fast KO. And it all started with the jab that Stephen Fulton had no answer for all night. You saw in the previous round, in round number 7, he was starting to slow down significantly. And that he was starting to take more and more shots, meaning Stephen Fulton. And I got to be honest, I'm impressed because if I had Inoue winning, I didn't think that Inoue was going to be able to stop Stephen Fulton because his power has officially carried up to 122 pounds from 108. He skipped 112, champion at 108, champion at 115, undisputed at 118, and now unified WBC and WBO at 122 pounds. Naoya Inoue of Japan, the monster. One of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world.
And nearly flawless punching technique to deliver the two-handed finishing power. It showed up again, and there was nothing Stephen Fulton could do about it.
Woo, here's the knockout. It was a short one. It was a jab to the body. Let's show it again. Hold on, let me rewind back. Let me get you back 10 seconds. Let me get you back 10 seconds. Here it is. Watch how quick it is. Jeez. Damn. So, we're going to listen to the post-fight interviews, and I'm guessing Steve Fulton, he was already flirting with going up to 126 pounds after. So I'm guessing he'll likely be definitely going to 126 pounds after this. Does he have a rematch clause? You think he would invoke it? I wouldn't. You know, what's the point? Good to see he's back up. Shout out to Philly. You know, he's made a significant amount of money. A lot of people were, a lot of casual fans were complaining about why he had to go over to Japan. Let me tell you something. He wouldn't have made nowhere near the money fighting Inoue over here than he would have been in Japan. That man is making, I'm saying on the low end, at least $5 million. At least. It may be $3 million plus. A lot of money, career money. More money than he'll probably make in any fight of his career going forward. He had to go to Japan for this fight. Now, as far as drug testing, Inouye's in vital drug testing. As far as the gloves, from my understanding, they sorted that and the wraps. Fulton's team was in the locker room when the hands got wrapped. Let's listen and they put the ninja scroll again. They got the ninja scroll.
井上尚弥殿、期間は2023年7月25日、東京都においてスティーブン・フルトンと12回戦を行い、勝利を得たので、ここにチャンピオンたることを認定します。2023年7月25日、一般財団法人日本ボクシングコミッション、コミッショナー萩原稔、おめでとうございます。
Damn, they're going to the state of boxing. So I'm wondering if we're going to hear from Inoue. This is the fight to make right here, Marlon Tapales. He has the IBF and the WBA belt at 122 pounds. Remember, Inoue now has these, the WBC and the WBO. My problem with Marlon Tapales is he is a Sean Gibbons fighter, and Sean Gibbons been known to bullshitting around with his fighters, especially with fights he think they can lose. But from my understanding, I think that was him. Tapales is there. Oh, he's got the ladies with him. Bob Arum flew over. You know, shout out to Steve Fulton for going over there taking this challenge. I'm hoping that this is going to be a nice, solid, clean, respectable win for Inoue, because a lot of fans, especially, you know, and I do admit, I'll say it, you know, some African-American fans like to throw out, oh, well, you know, he never carried up this power before, so what he's doing knocking people out. I seen this shit on Twitter. One of the reasons why I stopped fucking with Twitter is a lot of bullshit narratives get started on there, and they be like, yo, like, come on. I don't believe that Inouye's on PEDs. I don't believe that he's using illegal or has used illegal hand wraps, you know, and when it comes to the stacking, ugly, nasty work. So now is Tapales' team going to make it difficult to be undisputed by the end of the year, because they can have that fight in December, also in Japan. And the 122-pound division, if we're looking at it, after Inoue beats Tapales, if they do fight, you know, and it does happen, who else do you really want to see him fight? He might as well move on to 126. This is a special fighter, a special fighter. Shout out to Stephen Fulton. I thought that if he had a chance to win, it would be by decision. I wasn't predicting Inoue to knock him out because I was concerned about if Inouye's power was going to carry up to 122. But, you know, anybody's power can carry up, especially when you're hitting someone with clean punches, as clean as that. You know, you can't get no cleaner than that. And it was 2 punches. You know, really 3. The jab set everything up. Overhand right, because finally Stephen Fulton started to get weary of the jab, kind of dropped his hands a little bit. And then as he's falling over, hitting with a left hook. Ugly, nasty work. Are we going to get a post-fight interview? Nope, everybody's leaving the arena. Shout out to Cool Boy, though. He's got his money. I wonder if he has a seafood restaurant over in Chester, PA. I was supposed to stop over there about a year and a half ago.
Another
look, they charity. That's why you go over to Japan.
Type of person. I think when you look at Inoue and how he's traveled up these distances, up these weight classes, I feel like
look how all the fans just still stay around. Look how all of them just stay around.
100バンタム級で4団体を統一して、今年その4団体を、全て返上することを、決意しまして、今日このスーパーバンタム級タイトルマッチに挑むことが、正式に決定して、それに向けて自分はひたすら
Hold on, I'm gonna translate for you.
その中、自分の、練習中の怪我により、一時、延期ということもあり、関係者、そしてフルトン陣営の、皆様が、延期を、心を受け入れてくれたので、今日この日を迎えることができました。本当にありがとうございました。
Last year I became an undisputed champion, and I returned all the belts and become a super bantamweight. Everything I was thinking about, all in mind, was to fight against him in this year. However, unfortunately, I got injury and I had to postpone this fight. I am sorry for my team, and Fulton's team, but thank you so much for accepting this fight once again, and I'm so happy right now.
さあ井上選手、以前からこのスーパーバンタム級が適正というお話もありましたけれども、以前までの階級と比べてこの階級というのは井上選手、どのような違い感じられましたか？
すごくスピードもパワーも戻り、充実した、試合内容が、今日こなせたと思うんですけど、それでもまだこのスーパーバンタム級初戦ということで、練習中、その練習での、まだこうしたらいいんじゃないかっていうものも、今回の練習を通して見えましたし、まだまだ、リカバリーだったり、減量方法だったり、まだまだ改善するところが、 山ほどあると思うので、このスーパーバンタム級でまだまだ、強い姿を見せれるんじゃないかなと思います。それにあたり今日、自分が思うスーパーバンタム級最強、フルトンを、8ラウンドで倒すことができたので、このスーパーバンタム級、最強と言えるんじゃないかなと、思います。ただ今僕が持っているベルトは2本です。今日この会場にタパレスが見に来ているということで、
There it is.
さあ、タパレス選手、この答えを、言葉を聞いて、ぜひ答え聞かせてください。
It's happening. All right. I'm wrong. It's happening. That's the WBA and IBF channel at Marlon Topolis. They're showing Gibbons.
Let's do this year was said. As the two men with two belts at 122 pounds meet in the ring in Tokyo, Japan for the first of what will likely be many face-offs. The word we were hearing heading into this fight is that a likely fight for undisputed at junior featherweight could come in November of this year. That was assuming an Inoue win. Well, you got more than just a win.
If I could, Joe, the evening began. I said there's only one thing that makes a truly great fighter, and that's another great fighter. But just before he leaves the stage tonight, credit to Stephen Fulton for traveling 7,000 miles, for taking this, for believing he could win. He's a great fighter, and we need more guys like Stephen Fulton who are willing to take that risk. No shame in losing. Come back strong, kid.
Scooter, as he's known back in West Philly, a.k.a. the...
So there you have it. It's going to be happening in November. Undisputed WBC, WBO champion Naoya Inoue taking on Marlon Topolis for the WBA and IBF. Undisputed in Ring Magazine. So you're going to have Inoue, who's going to be undisputed. I'm predicting him to beat Topolis. Undisputed in two divisions within a year and a half. Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a bat. Two division undisputed champion. Have all the belts, 10 belts, that's including the ring, between 118 and 122. After that, going up to 126. Can't beat that with a bat. Dude, special talent. But shout out to Stephen Fulton, cool boy Steph, for taking the fight and making that big. Maybe he'll go after that Brandon Figueroa rematch, which is still out there for him. You can follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. Remember, we're going to be here for all of your Spence Crawford coverage starting on Thursday with the Spence Crawford final press conference at 6 p.m. Eastern. The weigh-in's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And Saturday, we're going to be here for a pre-fight show in the daytime and then streaming during the main event. And then we'll be streaming after the fight for the post-fight press conference. With that being said, let me get up out of here. Thanks for watching. Been good hanging out with you guys. Please subscribe. Oh, and drop a like before you go. Really helps out the channel. We're going to be back on the main channel next week. But on this channel is basically where we're going to be doing our live streamings.